Hey man, before we even move any further, man, Great American Bash went down last week, and I must congratulate Keith Lee, the new NXT, as well as the North American champion. Man, his trainer just passed away a couple of weeks ago, Killer Tim Brooks, a guy that I got a chance to mix it up with, a guy that taught me so much, just from getting in the ring and working with him just one time. I can only imagine how Keith Lee feels right now, man. Crashing that glass ceiling, man, is something every one of us, hope to do in this business is be looked at as the elite, as literally the upperclassmen in the business. And this guy, Keith Lee, he's one of those guys you look at him and say, man, what this guy's, man, he's good. Then you look at him and go, wow, this guy's really good. He's special in so many different ways, and a lot of it, understandably, guys, you got to really understand this. A lot of it don't have anything to do with his talent in the ring. That's what makes the literally the true champion, the guy that literally plays it on both sides of the field, offense and defense. Keith Lee is that type of guy that goes out and plays in the ring as well as out of the ring. If you hear this guy talk, you think he was a scholar or something like that. He is so well-mannered. He is so intelligent. And for him to actually, go out there and make you think that he's a beast, you know what I mean? It's something that's unique, something uncanny. So I give Keith Lee, the highest praise, man, the highest props for going out there and doing that in NXT. And then I'm sure he's going to move on to the main roster, and this guy's going to do big things. I've been waiting on Keith Lee. I've been waiting on a guy like this to come around and for me as a black man to say, man, the brother's doing it. He's doing it big. So again, Keith Lee, the North American, as well as the new NXT champion, man. Big ups, brother. Big ups.
Yeah, I was reading about Keith a little bit because we had him down at Reality Wrestling. I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. I remember he worked Gino in a great match.
Oh man!
And I even remember talking to him then, and I think he was saying, "Yeah, I'm going to get a tryout here soon. Hopefully, it all pans out." And he had I think 2 tryouts prior to that, like in 2008, in 2011 or 12, and it's 2020. That's it. That's 12 years from his first WWE tryout to finally be holding up that NXT championship, which says, and that brand specifically on Wednesday nights, you're the guy, right? It just, to me, it shows never giving up, believing in yourself, hard work, dedication, all those cliche terms that you hear, they really pay off. They really do. I was just reading this story about a garbage man who worked, 4 a.m. every day, and he just got into Harvard University, trying his best, and he just got accepted. That's hard work. Keith Lee is about hard work, and you can tell from I remember sitting in that production meeting at Reality Wrestling with you, and you were giving him game, and he was absorbing it. He wasn't letting it go one year out the other. He wasn't like, oh, here's an old timer trying to tell me how to work again. He was like, let me listen to this man. And he absorbed it. And I'm sure down in NXT, he's listened to all the coaches down there from Triple H to Matt Bloom to whomever, and he's absorbed that information. That's why he is where he is today. And I remember at the Survivor Series a couple years ago when he had that interaction with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And he didn't look out of place. To me, that's the biggest test when you're the biggest star in the company.
Or with Brock Lesnar.
Or with Brock, and he doesn't look out of place.
Yeah,
he looks like he belongs there.
Yeah.
And I was so excited to see Keith Lee get it. I mean, he's a Texas boy. Obviously, I'm always rooting for that. But he deserves it more than anything. He earned
it. You just said something a second ago as far as, he learned under, this guy and that guy. But, he really, truly couldn't have learned under a better guy than Killer Tim Brooks, man.
Right.
The dirty white boy, man. They didn't call him that for nothing, man. He was definitely old school. You would think he was the gimmick. You would think he was the person that he was playing inside the square circle, and that's what true wrestlers are, man. They find that blueprint and what they're supposed to go out there and do, and then they become that. It literally they embody it. That's what a lot of wrestlers I think have a lot of problems with. Is I was talking about John Cena just last week as far as how this guy would go out and really take control of the situation and what was going on out there. And it's very, very small. The fans watching it, they don't, a lot of times they may not understand it, but they feel it.
Right.
And then at the end of the match, they're going crazy. John Cena, you felt a certain way about him at the beginning of the match, then you felt at the end of the match. That right there is a person that's going out there and putting in a lot of work, something similar to the same guy, man. So putting in the work is the only way you're really going to make it to that next level and really be able to hold on to it, because you know how good you are. When you get to that point and you know how good you are. And right now, when I watch Keith Lee go out and perform, man, I'm gonna tell you that match with Adam Cole. What I notice about the big man is, as I always teach big men, man, you got to know how to go out there and, you know, take yourself out of the game sometimes, you know, and he is the best at going out there and putting himself in position to put himself out of position to make that guy that he's working with look so good. If you want to know what that means, put yourself in position to put yourself out of position. Just join my class, guys, every Thursday night. Just go to realityofwrestling.com and sign up, and I'll teach you all about the inner workings of professional wrestling.